All right, let's get right into it. If you're in the tech world or you're trying to break in, you absolutely know this feeling. It's like you're standing at the edge of this huge, dense jungle, and there are 1,000 different paths you could take. Well, today we're talking about the map that's going to guide you through it all, roadmap.sh. I mean, does this question hit a little too close to home? It feels like every single month there's a new framework, a new language, you have to learn this skill. The noise can be completely deafening, and you know what? That feeling of being overwhelmed is totally normal. It's a lot. And that right there is the key. The solution isn't another blog post with 100 more resources to check out. You don't need more choices, that's the problem. What you need is clarity. You need a guide, a really clear, reliable map that shows you the way from where you are right now to where you actually want to be. So let's just call it what it is, the modern tech jungle. It's exciting, for sure, and it is full of incredible opportunities. But man, it is also incredibly complex. For anyone who's starting out or maybe looking to switch roles, the first question is always the hardest one. Where do I even begin? And this, right here, this is the dilemma that causes so many people to just freeze up. On one side, you've got all these potential roles: front end, back end, DevOps, AI. The list just goes on and on. Then on the other side, you have all the skills everyone says you need to learn: Python, JavaScript, SQL, Kubernetes. So how are you supposed to know which skills are going to lead to which role? You end up in this loop, right? Well, this is where our map comes into play. This is the solution to all that chaos. So let me introduce you to roadmap.sh. It's a project designed specifically to cut through all of that noise and to give you a clear, actionable path forward. And what's really important to know is that at its core, roadmap.sh is a community effort. This is not just one person's opinion on what you should learn. It's a massive collection of wisdom from developers all over the world, creating these structured visual guides to help you structure your own learning and, grow your career. And the scope is just huge. If you're looking for a specific role, chances are you are going to find it here. We're talking front end, back end, DevOps, AI engineer, even game developer, and cybersecurity. There are these incredibly detailed step-by-step roadmaps for pretty much any destination you can think of in the tech world. But maybe you're thinking, I don't need a whole career path. I just need to get better at one specific thing. Well, you can also find these hyper-focused roadmaps for skills like SQL or system design or Kubernetes. They even have one for prompt engineering. It lets you target your learning with absolute precision. But here's the thing that makes it so special. A map is great, but a real journey requires tools, right? You need a compass, you need supplies, a good guidebook, and Roadmap.sh actually provides all of that. It goes way beyond just drawing some lines on a chart. They've basically built an entire toolkit around the maps themselves. So you also get these super in-depth guides, practical project ideas so you can build out your portfolio, industry best practices for things like security, and even video explainers that break down the really tough topics. And I just love this quote from their site because it really gets to the heart of what matters. Learning theory is one thing, but it's the doing that makes it stick. Roadmap.sh really pushes you to apply what you've learned with actual real-world projects, which is hands down the fastest way to make any new skill your own. And just when you think, okay, this can't get any better, they go and integrate the most powerful learning tool of our time. Yep, they now have an AI guide built right into the platform. This is a total game changer for anyone learning on their own. So what can this AI tutor actually do for you? It's pretty incredible. You can get personalized career and resume advice. You can chat with it to understand a tricky part of a roadmap, test your knowledge with quizzes, and get this, you can even generate totally new custom roadmaps for niche skills. It's basically like having a senior developer as your personal mentor, available 24/7. Now, with a tool this powerful, you've got to be able to trust it. So how do you know these maps are actually reliable? Well, the answer is simple. You're not just following one person's advice. You're following a path that has been carved out and validated by millions of other developers. And honestly, the numbers here really do speak for themselves. The platform has over 2.1 million registered users. That is an enormous community of people, all on this journey of growth, all using and contributing to these same resources. And in the developer world, this next number, it's a massive signal of trust and respect. Over 334,000 stars on GitHub. See,
Developers vote with their stars, and this is just a roaring endorsement from the very people who use this stuff every single day.
But this is the stat that just blows my mind. Out of the millions and millions of projects on GitHub, Roadmap.sh is the sixth most starred project on the entire platform. Let that sink in. This isn't just some popular tool, it is one of the most beloved and respected open source resources in the world. Period.
And this is not some project that was made years ago and then just left to collect dust. It is constantly evolving. I mean, just look at the last few months. They've added a new SQL course, launched that AI tutor, revamped core roadmaps. This map is always being updated to reflect the changing landscape of that tech jungle. So let's kind of bring this all home. If you have ever felt lost or just unsure about what your next step in tech should be, well, the path forward has really never been clearer. So when you boil it all down, Roadmap.sh gives you three absolutely essential things. First, it provides the clarity of a well-defined path. Second, you get the strength of a massive community that is validating that path. And third, you get the tools you actually need to complete the journey, from AI tutors to real-world projects.
Look, feeling overwhelmed is a choice at this point. The map is there, the tools are ready, and the community is waiting for you. All that's left to do is take that first step. So the only real question is, what will you create?